What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been around 2 months since I last uploaded a video. This is my Christmas present from me to you guys, doing a Madden 25 rebuild. And today we're going to be rebuilding the New York Giants. They currently hold the #1 overall pick, and I'm just going to assume and hope that they hold on to that #1 overall pick, because then I'd have to make another video of this of I don't know what other team. I believe the Raiders had it, then they won, and the Giants now currently have the #1 overall pick. And it's either going to be Cam Ward or SHEDEUR Sanders. I don't think they'd go with Travis Hunter or something crazy like that. They definitely need a QB. And we're going to be rebuilding this New York Giants team today. I don't know how long we'll go, maybe 5 seasons around there. But let's go ahead and look at the team. Taking a look at the Giants team, obviously we know they have Dexter Lawrence, is probably one of the best interior defensive linemen ever, but quarterback is their weakest position. They cut Daniel Jones in the middle of the season, a few years after him signing a 4-year, $160 million deal. And now with them possessing the #1 overall pick, definitely going to take QB. I don't know if I'm going to take SHEDEUR Sanders or Cam Ward yet, but right now the quarterback is Drew Lock. They have Tommy DeVito. Running back, they have Tyrone Tracy, who's been kind of a surprise player. 78 overall, normal running back from Purdue, formerly of Iowa. He could play receiver. Never mind, he can't really. I was like, maybe we could switch him to receiver, but no, he's going to be running back. And then they have Devin Singletary. Wide receiver, they have Malik Neighbors. Looks like a promising new player for the Giants. Probably not going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but is definitely having a pretty solid rookie season. It's going to be the Giants' #1 wide receiver 4 years. And then you have Wan'Dale Robinson. Darius Slayton's a solid player. Jalen Hyatt is a second-year player. So the receiving corps isn't bad. Could maybe use a few more guys. Maybe we'll see how Wan'Dale or Hyatt develop. At tight end, they have the rookie Theo Johnson, and I do have pre-existing injuries on. I forgot to turn those off, so hopefully these guys will be back before next season. I don't know if it's like NCAA where it doesn't matter if you go in the offseason, they'll still be injured, or if it's like you go into next season, then it's over. I don't know. But Theo Johnson, tight end in Penn State, I thought he'd maybe have starred at, but he only has normal, but he's a solid player for us. Left tackle, one of the bright shining spots on the team. Very few shining spots. They have Andrew Thomas, one of the best tackles in the league, 88 overall, 25 years old, signed a big extension, so he's going to be here for this entire rebuild. John Runyon, John Michael Schmitz, second-year player. Schmitz doesn't have star dev. Right guard, Greg Van Roten. And right tackle, Jermaine Eliminior. And Evan Neal's he's a bust. I think we can pretty much safely say he's a bust. Maybe we can move him around. Maybe he'll be a solid tackle or guard for us. Our interior is not very good. Could still use a tackle, so Andrew Thomas, probably the only tackle or player that's going to be on the offensive line for a while. Left end, you have Elijah Chapman, DJ Davidson. Right end, they have Rakeem Nunez Roches Sr. So, yeah, they don't really have anything on the defense line outside of Dexter Lawrence, Sexy Dexy, 97 overall, superstar X Factor, the best run-stopping D-tackle in the league. At edge rusher, they have Kayvon Thibodeau, who's rated as a 77 overall star dev. Hopefully he should develop pretty well in this, because he's still young and he's got that star dev. Azeez Ojulari, he's hurt in real life, so unfortunately, I believe he is a free agent after this season. Middle linebacker, Bobby Okereke. I feel like he's one of the most underrated linebackers in the league, probably because he plays for the Giants, but he's an 87 overall, started at number 7 ranked middle linebacker. You got Micah McFadden, other edge rushing spot. They got Brian Burns, who they traded for in the offseason, 86 overall, superstar dev, still only 26 years old, number 4 ranked right outside linebacker. So I think we have our edge rushers for this whole thing already locked up. Moving to corner, you got Adoree Jackson, who's a veteran. You got Cordell Flott. You got Deonte Banks, second-year player, 75 star dev. We'll see how he develops in this rebuild. They also have Drew Phillips, who was a draft pick this year, who has hidden dev, so we'll see how he develops along with Deonte Banks. Free safety, they have Jason Pinnock. Strong safety, they have the rookie Tyler Nubin, who is hurt. He's a 77 with hidden dev, so We have some guys that could develop in the secondary. They have Isaiah Simmons, who is a 75 overall. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent as well. Kicker Graham Gano, and the punter is Jamie Gillian. So the team is not good. And we are missing our sixth, but we have Buffalo seventh and Seattle's fifth. But yeah, that's the team. It's a pretty bad team. We're taking from the number one overall pick all the way to the number one team in the nation in this rebuild. I am going to be importing a real draft class. Obviously, we'll have SHEDEUR, Sanders, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, those guys in this league. So we're going to go ahead and probably just sim to the Super Bowl week because the stats are what they are in real life up to week 16. They don't have week 17 in yet. So I'll probably just sim the off-season re-signing period, and we'll go from there. And we did have one important retirement, I guess. Greg Van Roten, our starting right guard, retired 12 years, and Casey Critter, he's a long snapper anyway, so gonna have to replace him. All right, and players to re-sign. We currently have over $100 million to re-sign all of these guys. Obviously, actually, free agents, there's actually really not anybody except maybe a few players here and there that we need to re-sign, so this should be easy. Let's start with Kayvon Thibodeau. Gonna accept that option. Darius Slayton, not really interested in coming back. Doesn't. 3 years, 19 is not bad for him. Dory Jackson, I don't know. Azeez Ojulari, I think I'm good. Evan Neal, $16 million. Not gonna pay him $16 million for next year. Isaiah Simmons. I guess maybe we could re-sign Isaiah Simmons since we're probably going to be losing Pinnock. We do not fit his scheme. He can also play linebacker if we want him to. I say we give him about, was this like 10 mil? 2-year 10 mil for him, and we get Isaiah Simmons back. Adoree Jackson. Where does he? He's probably going to be our CB3 if we re-sign him. Probably just let him go. Evan Neal probably going to decline that option. Pinnock's going to go. Dulcich. Drew Lock's going to go. Jamie Gillian, we're going to give a 3-year deal to, and he's not going to come back, so we're going to be losing our punter. But yeah, I think I'm only going to re-sign Isaiah Simmons. Darius Slayton can go. I want to see if we can develop Jalen Hyatt. And maybe we could just draft the receiver. Anyways, Adoree Jackson, I'm going to let go. Ojulari, we don't really need. Evan Neal, I'm not going to pay him $60 million next year. Pinnock's going to go. So we're going to lose a few players, but we still have over $107 million in cap room. So if there's a big free agent out there we could get him. But yeah, I think that's all we're going to re-sign there. Okay, so looking at the team going into free agency, I forgot to turn injuries on, so Theo Johnson and Andrew Thomas are there. So we definitely need a lineman. Runyon, I guess, could be fine at left guard for season 2. John Michael Smith is a normal. Evan Neal, I'm probably going to move to guard. Don't have a quarterback on the roster. Tyrone Tracy, we really need everything. Could even use, we pretty much need everything except left tackle on offense. So definitely look to improve there. Defensively, though, I'm going to pretend Dexter Lawrence is there, where you could use another defensive lineman next to him. Corner, I think we just keep our corners right now. They all have star dev. Give them a year to develop, see how that goes. Simmons is going to move to free, or maybe we can move Phillips to free safety. I don't know. Could use a safety, maybe a linebacker. But there's some pieces on the defense that I like that we could improve on. But all right, looking at some free agents, we got Khalil Mack, Patrick Ricard, David Bakhtiari, Amari Cooper, Rob Havenstein, Levante David, Justin Simmons, Cam Robinson. This does not look like a good free agent. Maybe Chase Young. I don't know. Yeah, this is not a good one. There's not like a top player that I really, really want. All right, so this is not a good free agency class at all, but we are going to be going after David Bakhtiari, Ryan Stonehouse, Josh Uche, Joe Flacco. Bakhtiari, 1 year tackle for us. Stonehouse, a punter. Uche could maybe be a defensive. I know he's light for a 3-4, but I don't think in Madden it really matters. Sim, at least. And then Flacco for the mentor for whoever we draft. Let's evaluate offers. And looks like we got everybody. Okay, so we'll probably move Bakhtiari to right tackle. Uche to stay at right end, and Joe Flacco is going to be our backup quarterback. So that's pretty much it. There's nobody else I really want to sign here. Okay, so that's all we're going to go after there in free agency. Now in the draft, obviously, it's going to become more SHEDEUR Sanders. I would still like to get maybe a better interior lineman, a center guard, depends. And if we drop the guard, we can still trade Evan Neal. I'm sure he has maybe okay value for Madden, young tackle. I think we'll stick with Theo Johnson at tight end for the season. We could draft the receiver, especially that Hyatt only has normal dev. Running back, probably this isn't a team I would draft a running back with, especially when we have two okay running backs. I know in Sim they're going to put up 600 yards and 3.4 yards per carry. Quarterback, it's going to be addressed with an overall pick. Defensively, maybe a linebacker, safety, defensive lineman. So yeah, this team's going to be bad next year. I already know it. But there's not really much we can do with the free agency class being just filled with a bunch of old guys. So, yeah, I guess we'll just jump straight to the draft then. All right, and we're going to be starting the 2025 NFL draft with the #1 overall pick. This is, I believe, like only the second time I've ever done a draft at Madden 25. I've literally hardly played this game at all. I've pretty much been playing NCAA for the entire time. Obviously, I did my Saints franchise. I only got week 9 maybe in that. But who knows? Let me guys know if you guys want me to get back in the Saints franchise, get back in the Akron Zips franchise, or Dynasty or whatever. But yeah, we're going to be doing the #1 overall pick. How do I pause? All right. And it's going to be SHEDEUR Sanders is going to be my pick. We're going to be going with SHEDEUR Sanders, the son of Deion Sanders, and hopefully he can turn around this franchise. Ranked #1 in true value, we got him at #1, A+ pick, elite intermediate accuracy, excellent deep ball accuracy, will stand and deliver under pressure, and he is a hidden dev. He's got 95 throw power, 82 speed. All right, with our first pick in the second round, I want to go with Alec Ayumanor, the Stanford wide receiver. I'm pretty sure he's not projected to go in the first round, but we're going to be taking your top of the second round. Usually, what teams do nowadays is draft quarterback first round and receiver, running back, or tight end, whatever, second round, just to pair with them. And that's what we're going to be doing here with Alec Ayumanor from Stanford. We'll skip this. He is ranked 59th in true talent. We drafted him at 33. Okay, it's B-. NFL pass ready catcher, makes 50-50 balls look like 80-20 balls. Excels at drag, slants, or other short routes. And he is a hidden dev, 6'2", 94 speed from Stanford. So that's a good pick for us. Now let's head to our next pick. All right, in top of the third round, Tate Ratledge is still here. He's around 1-2 talent. I don't know how far he's expected to go, but he's available here, round 3 to 4, 1-2 talent. We're really going in on the offense here. We're going to be taking Tate Ratledge here. Top of the third round, B-, ranked 42, we got him at 65. Former high school power forward, polished pass protector, firm base. I don't know if that's a real, and he does have hidden dev, so we've got 3 hidden dev players to start out this draft. Now let's go to our next pick. All right, here, and top of the fourth round, Lathan Ransom, safety from Ohio State. We're going to be taking him here. He's probably going to play over Isaiah Simmons. If he has hidden dev, we'll see what he is. He's ranked 42 in true value. Oh, wait, never mind. That looked like a really good pick. He's ranked 191 in true value. We got him at 97 with a C- pick. Our first normal dev in the draft. And here in the 5th round, we're going to be taking Kobe Bryant, corner from Kansas. And and he's ranked 200 in True Value. We got him at 146, so we're kind of reaching our last two picks. He only has normal dev. All right, here and our last pick, we're going to be taking Kyle Manungai, the running back from Rutgers, here with our final pick in this draft. He's ranked 286 in True Value. We got him at 139. We're kind of reaching on these, and he has normal dev. All right, and with our 7th round pick, we're going to be taking Elijah Olsen. I don't know if it's a real play, but we're going to be taking him because he doesn't look too bad. Here in the 7th round, he's ranked 245 in True Value. We got him at 221. Not a bad pick here in the 7th. All right, and looking at our draft recap, let's check the overall. SHEDEUR Sanders is a 78 overall. Manners is 73. Ratledge is a 74. Ratham's a 68. Brian's 68. Manungai 67. Olsen's a 67. So SHEDEUR Sanders is the guy I settled on with the number 1 overall pick. He's at 95 throw by 86 short. Hopefully he has superstar dev. So he's been our quarterback, and we obviously had to pair him with a receiver, another rookie receiver, Eric Ayumanner, 73 overall. Hayden Devs at 94 speed, 85 catch in traffic. He's a jump ball receiver. So you have Malik Laborers who's like a fast open field after the catch guy, and then you have Ayumanner who's a jump ball. Go and get it, and they have Wanda Robinson, who's a little smaller, shifty guy. We got Tate Ratledge in the 2nd round, 74 hidden. So does that mean we trade away Evan Neal? Maybe. Depends on what we can get for Evan Neal. So he's definitely going to start. Lathan Ransom is going to move him to free safety. He probably won't start. So I don't know. Kobe Bryant, 68 overall, just be a depth corner for us. I don't know how good this draft class is. It's the one that looked the best from the top. Then we got Manungai in the 7th, just as a running back. I like him in college, so I took him. Most of these guys I took, I knew. Like, I know Ransom, Kobe Bryant, Manungai. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's real, but 67 overall. He'll probably start, actually, because our other defensive end spot's like a 68 overall guy, and at least he's only 22. But yeah, I think we had a pretty good draft. But this is our starting. All right, this is our starting lineup heading into year number 1 of the rebuild. Offensive line, Evan Neal's gonna be starting at guard. Ratledge one of these guys will start at guard. It might be Runyon, probably. Then we have Theo Johnson. We signed Bakhtiari. We drafted Ayumanner. We have SHEDEUR Sanders, obviously. Defensively, didn't really do much defensively, but we got Ransom, I guess. Defense is pretty much the same. We signed Uche, drafted Olsen, 7th round. But mainly, we're going to let some of these core young players on the defense develop, like Thibodeau, Newbin, Banks, Phillips, and Flott. We'll see how they develop this year, and if they don't develop well, we could trade them or draft someone or trade for somebody. So yeah, this is the team heading into year 1. I'm going to be doing obviously training camp, but I'll do this all. And if I ever get a dev increase from one of these training camp things, I'll let you guys know. But we'll probably see you guys at midseason. All right, and since Jermaine Elumanner, I don't know how to pronounce his name, is not really going to be playing, we are going to be trading him to the division rival Philadelphia Eagles, but we do get a 5th in this year's draft, a 5th in next year's draft. Not bad for a backup tackle who's not going to play. And we get Jalen Hunt, I guess, as edge depth. So that's going to be the first trade we actually do in this Giants rebuild is trading Jermaine to the Eagles for 2 5ths and Jalen Hunt. All right, actually, before we go into the midseason, we're going to set our goal. Our goal, this team is not very good. I'm going to go with 4 wins. I don't have very high expectations for this team. We're an 80 overall somehow. I don't get how we're probably just because of Andrew Thomas and Dexter Lawrence. That's probably why we're even an 80. We should be like a 77, 76, somewhere around there. We'll do auto-generated. All right, so midway through the season here at week 8, we're actually 3-4. So we're having a lot better of a season than I was initially expecting. We'll see some of our depth traits here. So SHEDEUR Sanders does have superstar depth, so that is awesome. Tate Ratledge has star, and so does Eric Ayumanner. Also has star. I think those are only hidden devs. Yeah. So we'll look at players to re-sign. Here we have 102 million. We got Wan'Dale Robinson, Cordell Flott, Michael McFadden, Evan Neal, Daniel Bellinger, Dane Belton, Bakhtiari, Deontay Banks. Wan'Dale, 3 years, 19. Maybe he could be a solid receiver. I wonder what he's doing so far. So far, he has 35 catches, 373 yards, averaging 53 yards per game, no touchdowns. So far, I think he's on pace to have one of his best seasons. So we'll see. Maybe I think this is one we do at the end. Up top of the depth chart. Okay, so he shouldn't lose interest in us. Cordell Flott does not want to come back. What is the Super Bowl chase, warm weather state, and big market? He has started out. He's only 24. I would like to keep him around. Micah McFadden, Evan Neal. So let's try to get Flott. We'll increase this a little bit. And Cordell Flott comes back. Okay, that's a nice signing. Wan'Dale, how much per year? This is about 6. Not bad. We'll make this offer for him, and we get Wan'Dale Robinson back. Okay, so we bring back Wan'Dale. We bring back Cordell Flott. McFadden's maybe gone. Evan Neal's probably gone. I mean, he's still young. Evan Neal's, I don't know. Bellinger's a no. Most of these guys are going to be no's. Bakhtiari, maybe we bring him back, but he'll probably regress a lot. Banks will probably pick up his 5th-year option. So that's probably all we're going to re-sign. And we do have a breakout here at Week 11. We're currently 4-6, same record as the Cowboys, so we did meet our goal this year. But let's see this linebacker breakout. I wonder who it is. I'm hoping Kayvon Thibodeau. It's actually Micah McFadden. 5 tackles and interception. Okay. 2 tackles for loss, tackle plus a sack, and forced fumble. Let's do 5 plus tackles and a tackle for loss, actually. We lost 20-14. So we will see if we got his depth chart here. Times defense, it's not about individual goals or stats. So I'm assuming that's a no. I did want to do more. Okay, so he didn't go up in dev, but he did earn some XP, so that's cool, I guess. And we ended up making the playoffs. Wow, we finished 9-8 on the season, finished second in the division just behind the Eagles, finished as the 6th seed. NFC South was pretty bad. So yeah, we finished strong. And we're in the playoffs. Was not expecting to make the playoffs, so expecting this to be a rebuild year. And looks like we are accelerating the rebuild faster than is. SHEDEUR Sanders is up to an 85 overall just after his rookie season. So we'll check out stats, I guess. See how SHEDEUR Sanders did. He had 3,800 yards, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks, 65% completion percentage. Had a passer rating of 95.8, 225 yards per game. Overall, pretty good season from SHEDEUR Sanders. I mean, he led this Giants team to the playoffs in his rookie season. Rushing, Tyrone Tracy, 260 carries, 886 yards, 7 touchdowns, no fumbles. See, that's what I mean. If your running back's not like a 90 overall, they're going to average less than 3.5 yards per carry. But SHEDEUR did run it a bit, over 100 carries, 462 yards, 4 touchdowns. Devin Singletary, 48 carries, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Wan'Dale Robinson had 2 fumbles. Receiving, huge numbers by Malik Neighbors, 85 catches, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns for the second-year LSU receiver. Got Wan'Dale Robinson finished the season with 78 catches, 822 yards. Did only have 1 touchdown, though, but this is a career high for him. Eric Ayumanner, the rookie from Stanford, 65 catches, 808 yards, 6 touchdowns. Pretty good year. Theo Johnson, 64 catches, 567 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyron Tracy, 29 catches, 200 yards. Daniel Bellinger even caught touchdowns. These are really good numbers for our guys. Sacks allowed, 8 from Andrew Thomas, led the team. Ratledge allowed 7. Defensively, 100 tackles from Deontay Banks led the team. Bobby Okereke, 92 tackles, 85 for McFadden, 71 for Drew Phillips. TFL, 17 for Brian Burns, 13 for Dexter Lawrence, 9 for Kayvon Thibodeau, 9 for Uche, 7 from Newman. Sacks, 14.5 sacks from Dexter Lawrence, 7 from Kayvon Thibodeau, only 6.5 from Brian Burns. I would like Burns to maybe get the 14.5, and then I'll be fine with Dexter Lawrence getting 6.5, but 14.5 for Dexter Lawrence is pretty good. Interceptions, 4 from Bobby Okereke, 3 from Deontay Banks, Kayvon Thibodeau, Micah McFadden, Drew Phillips, Trey Hawkins, and Lathan Ransom all had interceptions. Deflections, 9 from Drew Phillips led the team, forced fumbles, a few guys with 1, 2 recovered by Bobby Okereke, no blocked kicks, no safety, no defensive touchdown. Graham Gano, 21 of 28, 75% is not very good. Ryan Stonehouse averaged over 51 yards per punt, 16 inside the 20, not a bad season. Kick return, we only returned 3 kicks all season, but we had 20 punt returns for Tyrone Tracy. That gave us the 15th ranked offense, and defensively, the 3rd best defense. I think they might have fixed the 3-4 based on the numbers. MVP is Lamar Jackson. I have the rookie Cam Ward there at 7. Coach of the year is Brian Callahan. I think we should be on there 100%, but we aren't. NFC Offensive Player goes to Brandon Ayuk. Malik Neighbors there at 5. Hopefully he can win it this time in this rebuild at least. Fred Warner, Defensive Player of the Year. We have, I don't know his name, but it's blurred out for some reason. Dexter Lawrence finished 5th. Devin Bush finished 7th. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Shedeur Sanders over Travis Hunter, over Luther Burden, over his teammate Eric Ayumanner. You got Bond, Trayvon Henderson, Xavier Restrepo. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Tui Malu, I don't know. Harold Perkins. We don't have anybody up there. Best QB, Jalen Hurts. Best running back, Saquon. Best receiver, Puka Nacua. Best lineman, Tyler Smith. Best D lineman is that guy, Khalil Mack. Best linebacker, best DB, Marshall Lattimore. Best kicker is Brandon Aubrey. So we had Offensive Rookie of the Year in Shedeur Sanders. And we are going to be going against the 11-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers led by Baker Mayfield here. So let's see if we can get a playoff win here in year 1 of the rebuild over the 11-6 Buccaneers. And we do. 10-7, a defensive showdown. And we are going against the 49ers here in the division. I can't believe I was expecting to get 4 wins. We've doubled our wins, and we've won a playoff game. And we do 16-10. Our defense is stepping up like crazy today, and we're going against the 14-3 Lions. Our defense is ranked 2nd in points per game, 2nd in passing yards per game. The Lions are 3rd in points, 4th in passing offense, 2nd in rushing offense, 3rd score defense, 1st in passing defense, and 5th in rushing defense. So they are the team to beat here in the NFC. If we can beat the Lions, I am sold that we can win the Super Bowl here in year 1. And should we just end it after that? NFC Championship. I'm assuming we lost by 1 point. Oh my God, we lost by 1 point. We could have made the Super Bowl in year 1. But the Steelers make the Super Bowl for the AFC, so it would have been a 6 versus 6 seed if we did win. Oh, Shedeur Sanders, not a pretty game. Threw 2 picks. Did have 358 yards. Tyron Tracy, 78 yards to the ground. Malik Neighbors, over 200 yards, 10 catches. Allowed 2 sacks. TFL, only 3 TFLs. We have 3 sacks, 2 picks. Graham Gano, he missed a field goal. Was it the game-winning one? It was from 50 yards or more. So if he just makes that field goal, we win. That's how the season ends. A 1-point loss to the number 1 seed Lions. I mean, we allowed 17 points in our first 2 playoff games. So this is a surprising playoff run For our Giants, I will 100% take that. We should have won Coach of the Year. Um, but yeah, year one, very good start to the rebuild. I'm hoping we can build off that and maybe make the Super Bowl next year. But knowing my luck, we'll probably go 6-8 or 6-11 next year. Let's view the Pro Bowl roster. Looking at the NFC side, do we have anybody? We have Malik Neighbors as wide receiver 4. So that's awesome. Defensively, we have Dexter Lawrence as D tackle number 2. We have Deonte Banks as corner number 2. And I think that's it. You got a former Giant, Xavier McKinney. Yeah, so some guy made the Pro Bowl, made it to the NFC Championship where we only lost by 1. Let's see if we had any dev traits increase. We have Malik Neighbors goes up to superstar. That's awesome. We should keep that. I think that's it on offense. On defense, I don't think we had any. Wait, was Burns X Factor or superstar? I'm pretty sure he was superstar. Yeah, he was already superstar X Factor. So. All right, and we have 9 players to re-sign. We have $123 million to spend here, so we have plenty of money. I'm gonna accept Deonte Banks' 5th-year options. Worth $24 million, but he did just make the Pro Bowl, so I think it's gonna be $24 million, pretty well spent. Micah McFadden's a 77 overall. Evan Neal. I mean, we do have a lot of money. I'd give him 3-year, maybe up the money a little bit. And Evan Neal's gonna test free agency. That's fine. We could always maybe there's a better guard out there. Could resign. It looks like David Bakhtiari did retire. So Micah McFadden. I think we'll see who's out there in free agency. Or we'll just give him this offer right now. And we do resign Mike McFadden. Okay, so we're bringing back Mike McFadden, but we are going to be losing Evan Neal. I think that's the only starter that we're going to be losing. So, and we still have over 100 million to spend. So we got to spend this money before SHEDEUR becomes a free agent. We'll take a look at free agency. Good hope there's maybe a good running back in there. Sign free agents. We have a ton of money. Mark Andrews. You got Joe Tooney, Brock Purdy, DeMarcus Lawrence, Taylor Moton, Kendall Fuller. Okay, yeah, this is a lot better of a free agent class than it was last year. Yeah, Mark Andrews. All right, so here are the guys we're looking at. Obviously, Mark Andrews. We're looking at Joe Tooney. We're looking at Rasheed Walker. We really want to improve this offensive line with the retirement of Bakhtiari, losing Evan Neal. And we could replace him here with an 92 overall and an 83 overall. Mark Andrews, obviously, we could add more firepower to the offense, give SHEDEUR Sanders another weapon. There's not really much at corner or linebacker. Thompson's the best available safety, so might as well. So let's go ahead here and evaluate offers. I got Big Spender trophy, so that's cool. And we did get Mark Andrews, we got Joe Tooney, and we got Rasheed Walker. So who did we not get? Who was? Oh, we didn't get Jalen Thompson. That's fine. We didn't get Jalen Thompson, but we do get Rasheed Walker. I'm gonna move him to right tackle. So I have him and Andrew Thomas. All right, and some more guys we're looking at. Might as well sign Dexter Lawrence. Hey, it's only a 1-year deal, and we do need another defensive end next to Josh Uche. So maybe Lawrence could be a rotational. I mean, it's a 1-year deal. What's the worst that could go wrong? And we're going to go after Daniel Carlson because Graham Gano did retire. So let's evaluate offers here. And we don't get DeMarcus Lawrence, but we do get Daniel Carlson. And we do get Zadarius Smith. So that's awesome. So that's our free agent class. Mark Andrews, Joe Tooney, Rasheed Walker, Zadarius Smith, and Daniel Carlson. All right, and a pretty cheap trade, actually. We are going to be trading our 4th round pick this year and our 7th round pick this year over to the Texans For Kalen Bullock, he has 2 more years left in his contract. He's a 78 overall star, dev, free safety. He was on the trade block, and it didn't take much to get him. So there we go. We get another starting safety. So maybe that means we don't trade up for the safety, and maybe we take running back or maybe linebacker. Could maybe take corner, trade up for corner. I don't know, but that's just a nice little trade we get there. Offensively, still would like a center, would like a running back. That's kind of it, really. Maybe receiver. I don't know. I don't know. We did just resign Wandale. We just drafted Eleanor. Neighbors still young, so I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we draft center. Wouldn't be mad with drafting a center. Defensively, I would like possibly a linebacker, a corner, D end, safety. Anything but edge rusher and D tackle is off. It's fine. But so yep, there we go. That's what we're looking at in the draft. All right, here we are starting our draft for year number 2. Vikings currently with the normal pick. We obviously have the 29th overall selection. Looking at some of the guys, we do know a lot about the quarterbacks, unfortunately, because I kind of messed up. We do know Emmett Witherspoon, round 2 to 3 talent. We could look for a running back. This guy looks pretty good. Bernie Sims, Rico Rayford. Could look at power back, poor speed though. 4.6 as a running back, not great. Maybe Bernie Sims could be good. Receiving back, good speed. Maybe somebody we take here. At center, Calvin Rudd's round 1 to 2 talent. And we pick him up and finish our line. Yeah, Tavares Cox is round 1 to 2 talent. The linebacker, we have Nazir Brayton is round 2 to 3 talent down here. He's got good speed, elite jumping. Corner, we know Marquise Bryant is a top 5 talent. Whoa. Marquise Bryant. All right, I think I got the guy I want to get. McKenzie's round 1 to 2. All right, Marquise Bryant. He's the 3rd corner on the board, 30th ranked player. There we go, and we're trading up from pick 29 up to pick 18, and we do have to give up John Runyon, a guard, which is fine. Then we give up our 3rd round pick next year, and then our 6th round pick this year. We are trading up to get the corner, Marquise Bryant. Apparently he's 21, looks about 56, but he has elite speed, great acceleration, solid everything else. His B awareness, B catching, B power, A man, B zone, and he ran a 4.36, and he's 21. Marquise Bryant is the pick. He is the number 3rd ranked player in True Valley. We got him at 18. He's speed burner, good instincts, free coverage, diagnose plays constantly in receiver's hip pocket. He's a normal dev. How is he a normal dev? Top 3 player, and he has normal dev. Well, I'm assuming this guy's got to be a 78, 79. So I like the player. I just don't like the dev trait. I would still do that trade. I think Marquise Bryant could be a good player. He'll probably be CB3, if I had to guess, or maybe 2. But we'll go to our next user pick. With our 2nd round pick, pick 29, we're going to be taking Nasir Brayton, round 3-4 projection, round 2 to 3 talent. He's got B block shed, D pursuit, B tackle, B zone. But he's got great acceleration, elite jumping, good speed, great strength. And with McFadden being normal dev, I don't know how well he's going to progress, and I feel like Nazir Brayton is going to have a hidden dev. Cross your fingers. Ranked 56 in true talent, we got him at 61. Shows good speed for a linebacker, can be trusted to make tackles in the open field. Shows great range in chasing down ball carriers, and he is a hidden dev. Huge, 6'3", 234 from Oklahoma. Maybe he'll probably start over Micah McFadden, because I'm going to assume he's like a 72 overall hidden dev. That's only 5 overalls less than McFadden, and he's like 4 years younger, better dev trait. So I think we got ourselves another starter on the defense here. All right, with our third round pick, we are going to be taking here Daryl Palmer, 6'4", 260. Eventually, Zadarius Smith will probably retire, and Palmer looks like he could maybe be a decent player to play behind him. I don't know. There's not really much that I like out here. There's not really good center out there. Not really good running back. So we'll just take Daryl Palmer around 3-4 projection here. We'll see where he ranks. Not bad. He's ranked 87, and we got him at 93. It's a positive pick. There's only give us a C. Yeah, too quick for some pass protectors. Will strength translate to NFL hand fighting skills are a work in progress, but he does have normal dev. Yeah, there's not really too much down here in the draft. But we'll go to our fourth round, which we actually don't have. So now we'll go down to our fifth round pick. All right, here in the fifth round, there's not really anything. Corey Kemp, we'll take a backup quarterback, I guess. He's got elite strength or elite throw power, B deep, B short, C medium. We'll take him. Might as well here. Oh, wow, he's ranked 240 in true value. Got him at 151. Former power forward. That's a D. That's a bad pick. And yeah, it's not really much. He looked like the best. People are booing it. It's a fifth round pick. All right, we're going to be taking here Jeff Williams, fifth round pick. It's a great strength, I guess. Could be D tackle depth for us. Okay, rank 115 in true value. Got 157. Power frame uses power and technique to shed block gets overrun when using finesse moves. All right, not a bad pick here. But I'll probably just, I don't know. Oh yeah, we don't have a 6th round pick, do we? Yeah, we don't have a 6th round pick. Well, that was our draft here for year number 2. It wasn't bad. We got Marquise Bryant, 78 overall. Brayton's a 72. Palmer's a 70. Corey Kent was 65. Not a great pick, but, you know, it's 5th round. Don't really know what much I can get in the 5th round. But Marquise Bryant, 78. That's about where I projected him to be. But 95 speed. But I'm gonna. You're not gonna just trade up for a guy and then just not play him. So we're definitely going to play him for sure. I mean, Sir Brayton's 100% going to play. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. 72 overall. He's got 87 speed, 82 tackle, 81 hit power, 90 excel. He's a fast, speedy guy. He's going to start over at Micah McFadden. Palmer, not a bad pick. 70 overall. Probably won't play that much. Just took Kemp because we need a back quarterback in. Jeff Williams, not a bad player overall here. Tavares Cox is somebody we were looking at. He's a 73. He does have hidden dev, but I guess he would have played probably next year. He probably would have started over Zadarius Smith, but I was looking at maybe Rico Rayford, Bernie Sims. Calvin Rudd was the center that I like. 73. He's only normal. This is probably going to be our team heading into the regular season. So take a good look at this team. Yeah, that's the team going into year number 2 of the rebuild. Training camp. So we'll do training camp so if anybody gets hidden dev or breaks out or whatever. So, all right, we actually are going to be making a signing. We are going to be signing center Austin Corbett to be our starting center for the year. I'm 75, best rated center available, so I might as well sign him, you know. All right, and our season goal for this upcoming season, we did just make the NFC Championship. So let's go make the playoffs. I'm not going to say win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say win the Super Bowl. I might get too cocky, you know. There is such thing as outlier seasons. All right, and looking at players to re-sign, we have $63 million in the bank. Kayvon Thibodeau, Bobby Akirike, Josh Uche, Jalen Hyatt. So, yeah, this is pretty solid value for an edge rusher. You just need to have time to think it over. All right, well, we'll get back to him. Bobby Okereke, I'll give this money. And we get Bobby Okereke back on a 3-year deal. All right, now we just got to come back to Kayvon and then accept Malik Neighbors' 5th-year option. All right, here we're at mid-season at the trade deadline. We are currently 5 into on the season. So we're having a pretty good year, too. in the SHEDEUR Sanders era. You see Brayton, I didn't check his dev trait. He does just have star, but hey, it's star dev. It's better than Micah McFadden, so we'll take that. Here, we'll bring him this neutral. All right, and we get Kayvon Thibodeau back. So then that puts us at $44 million in cap room. 5-2. I'll see what we can do for trades, but I'll let you guys know if I do get a trade. We had a weekly award winner with SHEDEUR Sanders, who had 291 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and he did get a breakout scenario. We are on a 2-game losing streak right now. We are 5-4, so we're kind of falling off a little bit here. So hopefully SHEDEUR goes up to X Factor. We can kind of end our 2-game losing streak. Well, he didn't throw 3 touchdowns. Maybe unless we missed the extra point. I don't know. But he probably didn't get it then. Driving the coach was incapable of, and yep. So we didn't go up to X Factor. That's fine. He's still a superstar dev. And we have another weekly award winner. This time it was Malik Neighbors. 12 catches, 163 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And then back-to-back weeks, we have back-to-back breakouts. This time for, I'm assuming it's Malik Neighbors. He just had an insane week. So let's see who it is. Yeah, Malik Neighbors. 150 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Against the Eagles, below average passing defense. And for that receiver breakout, he's still going to talk about that game. Did he, what did he do? No depth. What? It says they had. And we have another weekly award winner. This time it's Kayvon Thibodeau. Just got a new contract a few weeks ago. Has 4 sacks. And it looks like we have clinched the playoffs at 10-6. Have the 5th seed, so this game against the Seahawks doesn't really matter, but it would be nice to get 11 wins. Went from 9-8 to 11-6. It's a pretty decent jump to double-digit wins. And we lose, but hey, we finished 10-7. We got better, 10-7. Still is the 5th seed. Looking at some of our stats, we were pretty above, a little bit, slightly above average in some spots. Offensive points per game, we finished 11th. Passing yards per game, we finished 12th. Running game, still towards the bottom of the league. Points per game, our defense regressed a little bit. 21st in opponents' points per game. 13th in pass defense. 12th in rush defense. It's not bad, but defense wasn't as good as it was last year. But here's SHEDEUR Sanders. 4,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 13 picks. What did he do last year? He went up in yards, went up in touchdowns, did throw 1 more pick, but he got sacked 15 less times. Completion percentage was higher. Yards per attempt was higher. Yards per game was higher. Overall, a better season from SHEDEUR Sanders. Pass rating of 107.1. Rushing, Tyrone Tracy, 278 carries, 946 yards, 9 touchdowns, but 3.4 yards per carry. Definitely going to be looking for a running back either in the draft or free agency or through a trade. SHEDEUR Sanders, 98 carries, 375 yards, 5 touchdowns. IU Manor had 10 carries, Devin Singletary had 18 carries for 41 yards and 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Malik Neighbors, over 100 yards, over 100 catches, 1,400 yards, and 21 touchdowns for Malik Neighbors. Wan'Dale Robinson had 81 catches, 950 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, 76 catches, 820 yards, 5 touchdowns. Alec IU Manor, 56 catches, 611 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tracy, 23 catches, 176 yards. Blocking, sacks allowed. 8 from Rasheed Walker was the highest. Defensively, Bobby Okereke, 97 tackles, 90 for Deonte Banks, 88 for Nasir Brayton. TFLs, 13 from Thibodeau, 12 from Dexter Lawrence, 10 from Brian Burns, 10 from Zadarius Smith. And our sack numbers are top 4 guys all had around the same. 9 for Dexter Lawrence, 9 for Brian Burns, 8 for Kayvon Thibodeau, 7 for Zadarius Smith. Interceptions, 4 from Deonte Banks, 2 from Okereke, and Phillips, 1 for Brayton and Cordell Flott. 7 deflections for Okereke, 6 for Banks and Newbin. We had 3 blocked kicks, 2 from Josh Uche. We had a safety from Thibodeau. No defensive touchdowns. Kicking wise, Daniel Carlson went 14 to 60, 87%, a lot better than Graham Gano was last year. And Ryan Stonehouse put up decent numbers. Didn't return very much kicks, but we finished with the 17th best offense. I believe that was higher than last year's on our defense. Went from 3rd to 8th, still top 10. Yearly awards MVP is Lamar Jackson. You have SHEDEUR Sanders at 9, and the rookie Javonte McDougal at 10. Coach of the year is Sean McDermott. I finished 10th. NFC Outs Player of the Year is Malik Neighbors. So there we go. Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aiden Hutchinson. You have nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jamie Harrison of the Saints. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nasir Brayton. There we go. That's big. And Marquise Bryant finished 10th. Best QB, Jordan Love. SHEDEUR at 4. Best running back is Josh Jacobs. Best receiver is obviously Malik Neighbors. Best O-lineman is Joe Tooney. So another award. Tate Rattledge at 6. Andrew Thomas at 9 or at 8. Hutchinson, best defensive lineman. Dexter Lawrence at 8. Best linebacker, Harold Perkins. Brian Burns at 3. Thibodeau at 5. Best DB is Will Johnson. Deontay Banks, 8th. Best kicker, Andres Borgales. I think he's from Miami. And Dan Carlson finished 8th. 8th for missing 2 field goals all season. But hey, Offensive Player of the Year. Huge season for Malik Neighbors. And we're going to be going against the Los Angeles Rams in the wild card. And we beat them 30-15. Now we're going to be going against the division champion Eagles here in the divisional round. We have upgrades for Malik Neighbors and SHEDEUR Sanders. SHEDEUR's up to a 90 already. So he's going to be a 99 in 2 years. I'm going against the Eagles. Finished 13-4, won the NFC East. And we lose by 6. 37-31. I mean, they finished as the 1 seed. Kind of expected us to lose that game because the Eagles are really good. But we don't make it as far as we did last year. Last year we made the NFC Championship, lost the Lions by 1. And this year we lose to the Eagles in the divisional by 6. SHEDEUR Sanders is QB 3. Malik Neighbors is wide receiver 1. Joe Tooney's left guard number 2. Brian Burns is outside linebacker number 1. Deontay Banks is corner number 4. So 2 straight Pro Bowls for Banks. He's become one of the top corners in the league. Neighbors gets an upgrade point, so I'm assuming he is an X Factor. That's big. That's big. We have Nasir Brayton, who goes up to Superstar. Did anybody else go up in depth trait here? Obviously, Malik Neighbors up to X Factor. SHEDEUR stays at Superstar. I thought he'd maybe go up to X Factor. Defensively, though, Brayton out of Superstar. I think that was it. Bryant didn't go up to Star, so he's still at normal, which kind of sucks. I was hoping he would have been a star dev, at least a star dev. But yeah, I think that's it. So we now accept Malik Neighbors' 5th-year option. He's 94 X Factor. Uche wants about $11 to $12 million per season. Yeah, no, he's only put up 3 sacks in his 2 years here, so we'll probably say no to him. Hyatt's just at this point buried on the depth chart. Yeah, we're losing Uche. Singletary, I guess you could say, was a starter, I guess. Azir Smith. We're going to be losing Corbett. Smits. I can definitely find a better center for a little more. So yeah, that's all we're going to do. And let's see what's available in free agency. All right, available in free agency. Oh my gosh. You have Aiden Hutchinson, who's a 99 X Factor. What are the Lions doing? They didn't resign him. They also didn't resign Brian Branch. You have Jordan Addison, Ronnie Stanley, Laramie Tunsil, Tyreek Hill, who's an 84-9, Joe Mixon. Okay. Should Anthony Richardson's a free agent. There we go. We traded Cordell Flott, Julian Fleming, our fifth this year and our sixth in 2 years for Breece Hall, who's still only 26. He's an 86 superstar. He's averaging 4.4 yards per carry. He's going to be better than Tyrone Tracy. And we got our running back and for Breece Hall for pretty much nothing. For pennies on the dollar. We actually got Brian Branch. Oh my God. I was not expecting to get Brian Branch. And we get DeMarcus Lawrence. And we get a center. So that's huge. We just got Brian Branch. So let's start the NFL draft here for year number 3. Do I take a Landon Watford hybrid safety, or do I potentially fall into the trap again of taking another top 5 talent corner? Oh my gosh, this guy's so good. Elite speed, jumping, change of direction, agility, acceleration. If this guy is normal dev, I'm going to be pissed. Calvin McQueen. Give me Calvin McQueen. Come on. Number 4, true value. Got him at 25. Speed. Sticky man coverage play is good. Come on. How are these guys normal dev? He's 6'2". And ran and is not. Alright, and we're going to be trading up back into the first round. We're going to be giving up safety Tyler Nubin, our second round pick. We're going to be trading up from our second round pick up to the first round. Giving up Tyler Nubin, that second round pick, fourth round pick next year, and fifth round pick this year. And we're going to be taking. I'm going to take Landon Wofford. He's a round 2 to 3. Please don't be normal depth. Ranked 20th in true value. We got him at 30. We'll make plays in zone coverage. Good instincts to read and diagnose plays. Consistent tackler. Hidden dev. Thank you. Finally. We got hidden dev secondary player, and he looks 47 years old. We're going to take Jamal Boykin here in the 4th round. He's really fast. See how good Boykin is. Ranked 114 in true value. Got him at 121. Not bad. Soft, quiet hands. All-star contested catchability, receiver speed at tight end. He's a normal dev. I think we're going to go with Christian Burris here at defensive end. He's ranked 142. We got 185. Perfect drug blocks in our game. Off install out. He's a normal dev. AJ Boyd. Let's take AJ Boyd. It's probably going to be a bad pick. Yeah. 265. 217. Yeah, not a good pick. And that's going to be our draft. All right, look, Calvin McQueen, 77. Landon Wofford's 75. Jamal Boykin is 70. 68 for Christian Burris. 65 for AJ Boyd. I just don't know how these corners are not at least star dev at minimum. We get another guy who's like 6'2", 95 speed. And then we trade up in the first round again to get Landon Watford, who is a 75 hidden dev. Don't know what he has, so he's probably going to take over for Kalen Bullock. Jamal Boykin. He'll replace Theo Johnson, I guess. And then just add another defensive end, because why not? And then a wide receiver. All right. Here's the team heading into year number 3. I'm expecting another playoff run, hopefully. Another playoff run, and I want to win the division. I want to win the division this year. I don't think we won. No, we didn't win the division first year or second. I want to win the division this year. That's my goal this year, is to win the division. I think we finally added the running game to the team. Now that I think our offense is going to be a little more explosive. So I'm hoping for the playoffs again. But Super Bowl is the ultimate goal for us. All right, so our season goal this year, again, win the Super Bowl. I want to make the playoffs at least almost every single year in this rebuild. I mean, we've done it the first 2 seasons, so why can we not do it a third, a fourth, and then a 5th season? And looking at guys to re-sign here, we have $74 million. Dexter Lawrence does not want to be here. Okay, Deontay Banks, Caleb Bullock, Drew Phillips, Joe Tooney, Tyron Tracy, Theo Johnson. Okay, there's some tough decisions here. Definitely some tough decisions here. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of money for 36 million. I mean, it's a 98 overall D tackles. You kind of have to. So let me resign Banks first. Okay, so we get Banks back. Bullock is gonna be gone. I'll give him 3 years. I said if there's some way to improve it. Yeah. We gotta somehow keep Dexter Lawrence. And look at this. Landon Wofford. Wolford is a superstar dev. So we got a superstar dev safety here in this draft. Where did we pick him again? He's towards the end of the first round player, and he's superstar dev. So good thing we traded up to draft him. But all right, here we are midway through the season. We are currently 4-3 on the year. Currently the 6th seed. The Eagles, I just don't think there's a way we can beat the Eagles. They're just too good. They're Section 1 right now. So yeah, our defense looks a lot better, and our rushing offense looks a lot better too. So those signings of Brian Branch and trading for Breece Hall ended up being really good. Our offensive points per game is up to 7th. Passing offense is not very good. It's definitely a down year, but rushing offense is 6th. Points per game is 10th. Passing yards per game is 13th, and we have a top 5 run defense. So overall, I'd say the team's improving, although passing offense isn't as good as it has been, but we still have plenty of season to go through. I mean, Lawrence, yeah, he's 29, but he's a 98 X factor. Team friendly neutral. Let's try a player friendly. What would you say to a player friendly? He's starting to like the offer, so we're not going to get him. So since we have Walford, we're not going to need Bullock. Drew Phillips, I don't know, probably not. Tooney, I don't know. If we resign Dexter Lawrence, we probably won't have enough money to resign any of the guys. And then we have to pick up SHEDEUR Sanders' 5th-year option, so that's also going to be tough. But maybe we should make a trade. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know if we do end up making a trade. And we have a running back breakout here against the Dolphins. We have won a few games in a row, so we're now 7-3. But I'm assuming it's Breece Hall to go up to X Factor. And if it is Breece Hall, that would be awesome. I highly doubt it's Tyron Tracy because he's the backup. Yeah, Breece. Obviously, Breece is one of your top weapons. I'm expecting a good game. We're always expecting a good game. Get Breece Hall 150 plus rush yards to increase his depth trade. Okay, I think that can happen. X Factor. I'm expecting for the Breece Hall. I feel like he would have had his way with it. So he didn't get it. Damn. No dev upgrade for Breece Hall, but he's still at Superstar. But we had a weekly award winner. It is Bobby Okereke, 7 tackles, a sack, and an interception for the veteran linebacker. And we have another weekly award winner. This time it is SHEDEUR Sanders, who had almost 300 yards, 4 passing touchdown, including a touchdown through his running ability. There we go. And we're now looking at 11-3. Eagles, we've already clinched a playoff spot, so that's awesome. But I would like to get that first round bye. Eagles are sitting at 12-2, and we have them next week against. Then we have the Commanders, Eagles, and then Cowboys. So these are going to be some few big games. I think we have to win out if we want to get a shot at even getting that number 1 seed. Otherwise, we're going to end up being a 5 seed. So, and we beat the Cowboys. Yep, 13-4, and we have to play in the first round. Our best record of this rebuild so far. But let's check out our stats. SHEDEUR Sanders, a little bit of a down year in terms of touchdowns, but I believe his completion percentage has gone up. Let's take a look at his career so far through 3 seasons. He's gone up in passing yards. Touchdowns went down, but he cut his interceptions by 8. Completion percentage went up 6%. Yards per game shooting up 10%. Yeah, if he's playing like an elite QB, his passer rating's gone up. He's playing like an elite QB right now. Rushing, look at that. Brees Hall, all we needed was a running back in this offense is complete. 287 carries, 2,500 yards, 22 touchdowns. Did have 4 fumbles, but SHEDEUR Sanders, 112 carries, 486 yards, 5 touchdowns. Tyron Tracy as a backup had 5 rushing touchdowns. Wandale had 2 receiving wise. Malik Neighbors, 91 catches, 1,200 yards, 17 touchdowns. And look at this, Alec Ayumanner, over 100 catches, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Wandale Robinson, 73 catches, 874 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, bit of a down year, 59 catches, 627 yards, and only 1 touchdown. Brees Hall, 31 catches, 261 yards. Theo Johnson did get 2 touchdowns as the backup tight end. Zach Andrew Thomas, 10. Bobby Okereke, 114 tackles, 82 from Nasir Brayton. Marquise Bryant with 71. Tackles for loss, 10 from DeMarcus Lawrence, 7 from Brian Burns, 6 from Dexter Lawrence, 5 from Kayvon Thibodeau. But look at these sack numbers. Dexter Lawrence, 17 sacks. Brian Burns, 13.5. DeMarcus Lawrence, 10. Kayvon Thibodeau, 9. Did they fix the 3-4, or is this Giants playbook just really insane? 2 interceptions for Okereke, 2 for Banks, 2 for Walford, 1 for Brayton, McQueen, and Drew Phillips. Deflections, 8 from Bobby Okereke, forced fumbles, 1 from Phillips and Dexter Lawrence. No defensive touchdowns. Daniel Carlson was awful. Oh my God, 52% field goal percentage. That is terrible. He's definitely going to be gone. Rinston on a bit of a regression year for him. So yeah, we are definitely going to be getting rid of Daniel Carlson. We have the second best offense and the best defense, and we're the 5th seed. That's insane. Jalen Hurts wins MVP. I mean, that makes sense. SHEDEUR Sanders finishes 8th. Coach of the Year is Logan Head, and that is me. That's me, guys. Win Coach of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Puka Nacua. Malik Neighbors at 6. SHEDEUR Sanders at 7. Defensive Player of the Year is Harold Perkins. Dexter Lawrence at 3. Brian Burns at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Pete Hayes. Defensive Rookie of the Year is DeAndre Horn. So Calvin McQueen finishes at 9th. Best QB is obviously Jalen Hurts. SHEDEUR Sanders at 3. Best running back is Brees Hall. There we go. All we needed was a running back, bro, and our offense was complete. I'm telling you, bro. Wide receiver, Puka Nacua. Malik Neighbors 5th. Best alignment, Tyler Smith, Joe Tooney at 2. Ryan Kelly at 8. Best alignment goes to Dexter Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence at 9. Best linebacker goes to Harold Perkins. Brian Burns at 4. Kayvon Thibodeau at 9. Best DB goes to J.C. Horn. And best kicker, yep, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way Daniel Carson's making the best kicker list, but 13-4, our best season record-wise. But the only way this would top this season, top the first season, is if we make the Super Bowl and win it. But we are going against the Seattle Seahawks, who have a pretty good offense. 7th-ranked rushing offense, 4th scoring offense. Their passing offense is 15th, about middle of the road. So if we lose, it's going to be a pretty disappointing season. Can we beat the Seahawks here in the wild card? And we do 30-16. And now we're going to be going against the 10-7 Saints, who have the 6th scoring offense, the 8th rushing offense. Their defense is not that great. Their passing offense is about a little bit above average. Going against the Saints here to go to the NFC Championship. And if we make it, I'm assuming we're going against the Eagles because they make the Super Bowl every year. No, never mind. We actually don't even make the NFC Championship. We lose to the Saints. Come on, dude. I don't think we're going to be able to I don't know how we made the NFC Championship that first year. We only lost by 1 point. SHEDEUR Sanders, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Brees Hall didn't run it that well. Malik Neighbors was a non-factor in this game. Allowed 3 sacks. Got a lot of TFLs. Didn't get a single sack. Got 1 interception. Damn, this is the best team we've had, and Man, if we just had if we didn't have the Eagles in our division, dude, we would have first round bye. Disappointing, disappointing. But hey, we got. Wait, this is only the third year, right? Yeah, this is only the third year. We have two more seasons to make the Super Bowl after this. So I'm not mad, just a little disappointed. Taking a look at the Pro Bowl roster, SHEDEUR Sanders is the NFC QB number one, Breece Hall running back three. Joe Tooney's left guard number one. Tate Ratledge's right guard number two. Rasheed Walker's right tackle number two. Dexter Lawrence's D tackle number one. Brian Burns is right linebacker number one. So yeah, and a lot of Pro Bowlers. That's awesome. Breece Hall is up to an X factor. Mark Andrews did go down to superstar. I about expected that, A bit of a down here, but Breece Hall X factor. That's looking like a really, really good trade for us. Defensively, I don't think anybody changed. All right, no change on the defense again, but hey, defense was still really good this year. We have to retain Dexter Lawrence, otherwise we're going to lose him, and I do not want to lose Dexter Lawrence. And the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, have they won? I think no, they didn't win they got blown out by the Chiefs. They've won the last two, I think. Giants. Ryan Kelly retires, and DeMarcus Lawrence retires. Those are two pretty big losses. DeMarcus Lawrence had, what was it, 9 sacks this year or 7 something. Ryan Kelly retires. So we're losing 2 starters to retirement. Probably wasn't going to re-sign them anyways because, just 1-year stopgaps. They probably would have regressed a ton. But now we have $78 million, so we should be able to re-sign Dexter Lawrence. Still doesn't want to come here. 100% going to be accepting SHEDEUR Sanders' option. That's $82 million. Holy crap. Dexter, oh my god, dude. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose Tooney for sure. Dexter Lawrence, come on, dude. We'll give you a player friendly. I'll even increase it. It's a 3 year. It's got to be an insane deal. And we do retain Dexter Lawrence. We gave a massive 3-year extension. We now have only $36 million. We just went from 70 to 36 million just like that. So Bullock's going to be gone. Phillips, it's only 4 million. Tooney, that's 16 million. I don't know. I want to get a little bit younger on some positions. Tyron Tracy's going to be gone. Johnson's going to be gone. There's not really anybody on a bad contract. Kalen Bullock's a backup anyways. Drew Phillips, I think we're going to let him go. I mean, it is only 4 million, but we just drafted 2 corners. Tooney's going to be gone. Tracy's a backup anyways. I don't know, man. But I think we're just going to let everybody go right now. So we are going to be losing some contributors. Phillips gone. Joe Tooney's going to be gone. Been one of our best linemen. Tracy's going to be gone. Jonathan's going to be gone. So yeah, we're going to let those guys walk. And we are going to have $36 million available to spend in free agency this year, potentially on a corner. All right, looking at free agency, we have Jahmyr Gibbs. Wow, we have Joe Tooney, obviously Elton Jenkins, Terrion Arnold. That would be a good corner to get. Brent Aubrey, AJ Cole, Roger Rosengarten, Devondre Sweat, Kenny Moore, Chris Jones. All right. That's not bad. Cooper Beebe. All right, so we're looking at Terrion Arnold. He's the corner I want. He's an 86. He's going to be our top corner. He's young. He's 26. Still got time to develop, and he's kind of cheap right now, $11 million. And we're going after Junior Colson because Okereke is regressing. He's down to like a 78 now. And Micah McFadden's a 78, and he's on his 1 year left. So Junior Colson will get him the remainder of this rebuild. And we're going to be bringing back a familiar face, Evan Neal, back to the team here. So let's go to next week. And we don't get Terrion Arnold. Okay. All right, and we are going to be making a trade. We're going to be sending away Micah McFadden because 1 year left on his deal. And we have a character, and we still haven't signed Junior Colson yet, but if we do, he'll be a solid replacement, you know. Also, not great linebackers in the class or centers, and that's two of our biggest needs. So we're gonna be going after Luke Graves here. He's 78. He's got star dev. He's got 3 years left in his deal. Should be our center for the rest of this rebuild, so we don't have to keep signing 1-year centers. So we finally got his Luke Graves. So we have to get Michael McFadden, 6th this year, 5th next year, and a 5th in 2030. So there we go. Get ourselves a starting center now. All right, advancing next week, we did get Junior Colson. There's our Michael McFadden replacement. Plus, he's an overall better, and he's a few years younger than McFadden, and I assume he's a little cheaper maybe. I don't know, maybe about the same. And then we get Evan Neal back. He's going to be playing left guard for us this season. We did have to overpay a little bit for these guys, but it's only 2 guys. And we still have a plenty amount of money left to re-sign guys next year, like Brian Burns, like so that's Malik Neighbors. So we still have plenty of money. I want to make sure I have enough money to re-sign those guys. We do need a kicker as well. Let's take Brandon Aubrey. Take him for the rest of this rebuild. He's been one of the best kickers in the league. All right, and we get Brandon Aubrey as well. Because there's our free agent class. We get Brandon Aubrey, one of the best kickers. We get a solid linebacker to replace Okereke and McFadden, and we get another lineman. So, yeah, I think that's all the moves we're going to make here in free agency. Not a ton of moves. You could definitely say we got worse, but we need enough money to re-sign Malik Neighbors. We're going to have to re-sign Alec Ayumanner as well. Wandale's going to be a free agent. You know, so Thomas, I believe, is a free agent. Brian Burns is a free agent. Malik Neighbors, we have a ton of free agents that we need to re-sign. So I had to keep at least a good chunk of money left. Plus, our team is still really good. We're 90 overall. We could make some trades. All right, so let's just skip right to our pick here at pick number 28. All right, with our first round pick, we're going to be taking Alec Meredith. I know he's only around 2 to 3 projection, but he's a round 1 talent. He's got 8 power moves, 8 tackle, C block, shed. He's a solid athlete. We'll say that. Good strength, and I think he's going to be defensive end, pretty solid defensive end. To add to our defensive line, Alec Meredith is the pick. Ranked 17th in true value. We got him at 28. Pass rush plan starts with power, ends with more power. We'll need to hit the weight room. Hand fighting skills. What's with these guys who are steals that end up being normal dev? Like, can we stop with these normal dev guys? It's starting to piss me off, dude. With our second round pick, we're going to be taking another corner. Cross our fingers, hope one of these guys is hitting up. There's another guy who's a first-round talent down the board that I am looking at. But we're going to be taking this guy. He's 21 years old, 6'2", A-man, A-press. Good speed, not a great athlete, but I'm starting to think athletes don't matter at corner when it comes to getting depth. So we're going to be taking Daryl Cummings. Anyways, he's ranked 22. We got him at 60. No, I'm done. I'm done drafting corners. I'm never drafting a corner again. You can't get hidden depth corners. It's possible. It's possible. They've made it impossible in the game. That's 2 straight normal devs. All right, here, bottom of the third round, Lindsey McGee. We're just taking value picks right now at this point. Lindsey McGee, don't know if he'll play out all this season. Might play a little bit. Maybe we can move him to the other defensive end spot. I don't know, but we're going to be taking Lindsey McGee here. Ranked 71 true value, got him at 92, and he's a hidden dev. There we go. Finally, a hidden dev player. Here in the 5th round, we're going to be taking Carlos Goodrich, 23 years old. He looks pretty solid. He's got good. He has B catch traffic, B catching, C short route, B spec catch. Can't route run at all, so we'll see how good he is here. He's ranked 88th, and we got him at 156. That's a steal. And he's got hidden dev. That's a pretty good 5th round pick. Could maybe be a receiver for us next year if we don't resign Ayumanner or Wandale. I love that pick. That's a big time pick in the 5th round there. All right, here with our last pick, we're going to be taking Britton Kramer. I know D-block receiver does not look very good, but elite speed, Elite jumping, elite agility, elite play. I don't know. We'll see how good he is. He's ranked 191. We got him at 220. That's a good pick, and he's a normal dev, 91 speed. Not a bad 7th round pick. I think we did pretty good with our late round picks actually this year. Alec Meredith, 75 overall. This is only 22. He is normal. Again, the normal thing kind of makes me mad. He looked good, and he's only a 74 overall, normal dev. And then we have Lindsey McGee, who's a star D tackle, and then Carlos Goodrich. We might have something here with Carlos Goodrich. Maybe he could start next year, but he'll probably need a lot of work. And then we got Britton Kramer, again, not a bad pick there in the 7th. So not a terrible draft. We came away with some potential starters. All right, so there is your starting lineup heading into year number 4 of the rebuild. The offensive line definitely got a little worse. Losing, what's his name? I'm literally Joe Tooney. After losing Joe Tooney, the offensive line took a little bit of a hit, but still, I'm expecting another great season from this offense. Hopefully Goodrich has superstar. He'll probably only have star, but still it'll be a good pick in the 5th round there. Defensively, do a new starting D end. We have a D tackle. I don't know if he'll probably won't be a good overall at defensive end. What's his speed? Yeah, he probably won't be that good. He'll probably be like a 66 or something. Like something bad. So we'll just keep him at backup D tackle, I guess. Defense definitely doesn't look as good as it did last year. Defensive ends, both of our defensive ends are like younger guys. We have another corner, I guess. We have the addition of Junior Colson. But yeah, I'm still expecting a playoff appearance for this team. Super Bowl. It would be awesome, but do I think we're gonna win it? I don't know. We just have to beat the Eagles, I think, to have a good shot at winning the Super Bowl. All right, season goal. Make it to the Super Bowl. That's not one of them. It's to win the Super Bowl. Let's go. You know what? Let's shoot for the high spot. Let's go to win the Super Bowl this year. Come on, baby. Let's go to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. All right, players to negotiate. We have $34 million. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We have no money. There's no way I can resign Malik Neighbors. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good thing we shot for the Super Bowl this year. I can't even re-sign Malik Neighbors, bro. All right, and we're trading away Bobby Okereke over to the Buccaneers just for a 5th. We just need him off the boards to have enough money to resign Malik Neighbors. So, yep, traded Bobby Okereke for a 5th. Good thing we still have Good thing we signed Junior Colson because, yeah, good thing we did that. We have 38 million. So we'll have just enough to re-sign Malik Neighbors. I mean, you're going to choose Malik Neighbors or a 30-year-old. I mean, I get he's an X factor. Ayu Miner is going to be gone. Wyandole's going to be gone. Rattler's going to be gone. Walker's going to be gone. We're going to lose 2 linemen, 2 receivers, and an edge rusher. So I kind of mismanaged money there. Now what I could do is I could restructure. Actually, restructuring would literally just I could. Actually, never mind. I forgot restructuring was the thing. So maybe we could get one of those 2 guys back, or maybe both those guys back. All right, and we're here at the mid-season mark. We're currently 3-4, so not ideal. But isn't that how we started the first season? It's 3-4, so maybe it's history repeating itself. I don't know. The offense is taking a huge decline right now. We have the 20th ranked scoring offense, 24th ranked passing offense, 18th ranked rushing offense. Pass defense is top 3. Rush defense is good. Our defense is solid. It's not outstanding as it was last year. So you know what? We're going to be signing Christian McCaffrey to be. He's down to a 79 overall. So yeah, we're going to be bringing in Christian McCaffrey to be our backup running back. I guess that's the best thing that could possibly make a difference. Will it change our offense completely? No, it's a 32-year-old Christian McCaffrey. He's down to a 79 overall. And we have a DB breakout after beating the Bengals, putting us at 500. And who is it for? Please tell me it's for McQueen. Brian Branch, the superstar dev safety. We're going to go, what do we say versus easy? Combine 3 tackles for loss, force most pass deflections, and we lose to the Commanders. All right, we're now 4-5, back to below 500 on the season. There's my branch. I was hoping to chat with them this week. It's all right, yeah. You earned 4,500 XP, I guess. So no dev trade increase. Shocker, I've gotten 0 this entire rebuild. And we lost. Come on. Finished 9-8. And of course, what a disappointing season. What a disappointing season. The one year the Eagles aren't insane is the year we suck. Finished 9th. That's the best team we've had, and we just can't make the playoffs. We just can't make the championship game anymore. I don't know why year 1 was so magic. SHEDEUR Sanders took a complete shit this year. I'm sorry, I'm mad. Best team we have, and then we missed the playoffs. 300 yards, 25 touchdowns, 12 picks. Brees Hall, 276 carries, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. SHEDEUR, 4 rushing yards or touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, 94 catches, 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns. Alec Ayumanner, 91 catches, 945 yards, 4 touchdowns. Wan'Dale Robinson, 54 catches, 605 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, 56 catches, 579 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brees Hall, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got a touchdown from Christian McCaffrey, 2 blocking. Thomas. 112 tackles for Braden, 102 for Junior Colson. TFL 17 from Meredith, 13 from Byron, 10 from Dexter Lawrence. Sack numbers way down from last year. 6.5 Brian Burns, 5.5 Thibodeau, 4.5 Meredith, 4.5 Junior Colson, Dexter Lawrence with 3. Interceptions, 2 from McQueen, 2 for Branch, 1 for Junior Colson, Landon Wofford, Deontay Banks, Nasir Brighton, Kobe Bryant. Kicker, Brandon Aubrey was good, I guess. Punter, and just a very disappointing season. We had the 12th best offense in terms of yards. Our defense was top 10. We just couldn't win games. I don't know. Couldn't finish games. I don't know what was happening. SHEDEUR didn't play that good. This is probably his worst season. We finished 10th for Coach of the Year, I guess. Offensive Player of the Year is Puka Nacua, Malik Neighbors at 7. Defensive Player of the Year is Aiden Hutchinson. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Tavares Wise. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Patrick Henson. Alec Meredith finished 2nd. Best QB is McDougal. Best running back, Bijan. Best receiver, Puka Nacua. Best lineman, Eric McCoy. Best D lineman, Aiden Hudson. Best linebacker, Michael Parsons. Best DB, Xavier McKinney. Best kicker goes to Chase McLaughlin. So, the first year we don't make the playoffs at 9-8. Very disappointing. Just couldn't beat the Vikings. And they won and they were in, so I guess, man. Let's go straight to the re-signing, see if we have enough money to re-sign these guys. We do have Christian McCaffrey retire, whenever he only played like half the season, so see if anybody went up in dev trait. SHEDEUR stays at superstar. Mark Andrews is down to star. He's also down to an 83 overall. Offense looks good outside. That defensively, Dexter Lawrence goes down to superstar. That's pretty much it. So nobody went up. People just went down. I don't know if $11 million now, and that's just not going to be enough for Burns, for Ayumanner, maybe Ayumanner. Wan'Dale, we would have enough to sign Wan'Dale, and that's it. Rattledge, can't resign Rattledge. Oh, Marquise Bryant. Rasheed Walker, can't get Rasheed Walker. This will free up $3.36 million. So yeah, we're gonna restructure Mark Andrews' contract. We're gonna be restructuring Evan Neal's contract. It's gonna save about $1 million. We're gonna be restructuring Dexter Lawrence's contract. That's gonna free up $10 million. We're going to restructure Kayvon Thibodeau. That's going to free up $2 million for this season. I mean, it's the last season. Might as well just restructure all these contracts while we can. We're going to restructure Deonte Banks. That'll save us $1 million. We need as much money as we can for this last offseason. Brian Branch is also going to free up $10 million, so we now have up to $50 million. We're going to restructure Malik Neighbors' contract, save $11 million. And we'll structure Junior Colson's contract. That's going to free up $1.6 million. I think that's all we can restructure right now. So we just freed up probably nearly $30 million. We're going to have to $52 million. So that can give us some money to re-sign some guys. Brian Burns, that will put us at $22 million. About $13 million. Okay. We're going to try to re-sign Brian Burns here. All right, we get Brian Burns back. I'm excited. Such a great offer to stay with the team. So we get Brian Burns back. Eric Alumanor, wait, what's that's about $9 million per season. About $12 million per season. Let's see if we can go player friendly on Alumanor. And we do get Alec Alumanor back. So we're now back down to 6.7 million. We're going to be losing Wandale, Rattledge, Walker. But that just comes with the territory. We still have $6.7 million. Trades could happen to free up more money. But those are the two big guys I really wanted back. Robinson's going to be gone. Rattledge is going to be gone. Rasheed Walker is going to be gone. All right, since we only have $10 million, we're going to be targeting Matthew Bergeron. He's going to be our only guy. We literally have $10,000 left. Best line move we can get with $10 million is Matthew Bergeron. So we're going to sim to next week here. And how the fuck do we not get him? Are you serious? And now that we cannot get Matthew Bergeron, we're going after Tez Johnson just to be a receiver just for the season. And then we're also going after Patrick Paul, who we're going to probably move inside to guard. Those guys are worth $10 million total, and we get both of them. All right, we get Tez Johnson, Oregon, and we get Patrick Paul. All right, I think I got my guy, Jonathan Thomas. We're going to take care. He says F catching 4.24. That's the third fastest. Jonathan Thomas, first round pick to be True Value 18. We got him at 17, and he's got hit at 97 speed. Will he be better than Tez Johnson? Could develop to be better. He'll probably be 76, 75, somewhere around there. I don't know how much better he'll be than Tez Johnson by the end of the season, but he'll be good. All right, and we are going to be making a trade with the Steelers, moving up from pick. I don't remember what pick this was, but our pick, we're going to be trading it with the Steelers, giving them Corey Kemp and our 5th round pick this year because there's a guard that is top 5 in true talent. So we're going to take him here. His name is Greg Patterson, top 5 in true talent. Got to take him here, 100%. He's the number 3 ranked. We got him at 34. Watch him be normal. No, he's a hidden. Okay, he's actually hidden. He's actually good. Number 3 player, and we got him at 34 at a position of need. We're taking Michael Hardesty here, power back. I guess we would need a backup running back now, so might as well take Michael Hardesty here. He's ranked 25th in true value. We got him at 81. He is also a hidden dev, so we're just hitting on all of our hidden devs here at the last draft. Looking at our offense, oh my gosh, Greg Patterson was an 80. RC was a 75. Jonathan Thomas is a 75 overall. He's fast. and really fast with that. And then second round, we got an 80 overall Greg Patterson at guard. Should we move him to tackle? He might profile more as a tackle, really. 79. I guess it's not bad. Hardesty, going to be a backup running back. Might play a little bit. I don't know. Yep, this is probably the final lineup heading into the final year of the rebuild. We'll try Thomas at the wide receiver 3. Probably progress pretty solidly. But we have Patterson at right tackle. Offensive line's not great. But I mean, when you lose two pretty good starters in order to resign Ayu Manor and Brian Burns, who have both been pretty big time players in this rebuild, I would do it. I would do it again. And we still, it's not like it's terrible. It's okay. It's solid it's okay, I say. Outside of Thomas is really good. But this is the team going into the final year of the SHEDEUR Sanders New York Giants rebuild. All right, here we are at the mid-season mark. We are currently 5-1. Number 1 seed in the NFC East. Dallas is 5-2. The Eagles have fallen off after losing Jalen Hurts to free agency. So, best start to the season. Best start to a season in this rebuild. We'll check out dev traits, I guess. Resignings don't matter. Have just Jonathan Thomas. Relatively star. We'll keep him there since we're 5-1 with him in that spot. Patterson is revealed to have star. And the running back has yet to be revealed, but he's most likely star. All right, and we finished this season 12-5. We didn't get the number 1 seed. The Vikings go 13-4. Awesome. So we don't get a first round bye. Unfortunate, but we are going against the 10-7 Buccaneers here in the wild card round. We got some upgrades here for some guys, so we'll upgrade those guys. So, to be honest, he's kind of been a little disappointing in this whole thing. I mean, yeah, he's been an MVP candidate, but he's kind of... I mean, I guess he cut down on turnovers, but his yards are down. His best season was probably 2026 or 2027. I don't know. But we're winning, so... Rushing, Breece Hall, 318 carries, 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. SHEDEUR Sanders had 10 rushing touchdowns. And then Michael Hardesty had 6. Okay, Michael Hardesty was only a star dev, so... Cool. Receiving, Malik Neighbors, 81 catches, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. We get Eric Ayu Manor, 79 catches, or Alec Ayu Manor, 859 yards, 8 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, 65 catches, 646 yards, 1 touchdown. Jonathan Thomas, 45 catches, 473 yards, 1 touchdown. Breece Hall, 3 receiving touchdowns. Sacks allowed, 9 for Andrew Thomas and Greg Patterson. Tackles, 98 for Nasir Brayton, 85 for Junior Colson. Tackles for loss, 14 for Brian Burns, 14 for Alec Meredith. And sacks, 13 for Dexter Lawrence, 10 from Brian Burns, 5.5 for Alec Meredith, 4.5 for Kayvon Thibodeau. Interceptions, 2 for Nasir Brighton, 2 for Marquise Bryant, 1 from Thibodeau and Deontay Banks. 16 deflections from Nasir Brighton, forced fumble from Banks and Brian Burns. We had 3 block kicks, Brian Branch, Darryl Palmer, and Lindsey McGee. We had a safety for Calvin McQueen, and no defensive touchdowns. Brandon Aubrey, 14 of 18, 77%. Not good actually. So, cool. We had the 5th offense in terms of yards, and we had the best defense. Our defense has been really good this entire rebuild. MVP is Patrick Mahomes. You have Cam Ward, number 2, same draft class as SHEDEUR Sanders. SHEDEUR doesn't finish in there. We get 2nd for offensive or coach of the year. Offensive player of the year goes to Puka Nacua. You got Breece Hall there at 4. Defensive player of the year is Aiden Hutchinson. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Carson Johnson. We got Jonathan Thomas at 3, Hardesty at 4. Defensive rookie of the year is Sean Collins. Best QB, Jordan Love. Best running back, Breece Hall. Best receiver, Puka Nacua. Best lineman, Kenny Montague. Best D lineman backer, Mike Parsons. Best DB, Deron Bland. And best kicker goes to Dominic Zavada. So this is the final season we're going to be not playing the game, but we will go in like Super Sim it in the game. So they have Jameer Gibbs, Harold Perkins, Luther Burden. We are in the wild card matchup. We got SHEDEUR Sanders versus their quarterback. I don't know their quarterback's name. SHEDEUR Sanders versus the Bucks. We have any I don't think we have any former Buccaneers on our team. So yeah, there's no like revenge games. So here we go. Wild card of the final year of the Giants SHEDEUR Sanders rebuild. This season we're obviously looking to win the Super Bowl, and the Buccaneers stand in our way. They have Drake May as a backup. Apparently he's been a bust in this franchise, but who knows? So let's go ahead and Super Sim this game, see if we can get a dub. Jump forward to the end of the game. Alright, we get on the board 7-0 here. Buccaneers tied up 7. We score pretty quickly, 14-7. Come on, offense. No, come on. How did we not score there? Alright, 21-21, come on. Oh my gosh, it went into overtime, but we beat the Buccaneers in overtime. That gave me a heart attack. I thought we lost there for a second. 24-21 in a nail-biting victory here in Wild Card Weekend. We'll check out the stats. The quarterback is Robert McLaughlin. SHEDEUR Sanders, 2 picks. Not great. Breece Hall had a really good game, over 100 yards, touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 8 catches, 140 yards, and a touchdown. Allowed 3 sacks. We have 2 sacks from Alec Meredith. Interception for Calvin McQueen. Aubrey missed the field goal, but a win's a win in overtime against the Buccaneers, and we're going to the divisional round. All right, and here we are going against the Dallas Cowboys, the 11-6 Cowboys here in the divisional round. They finished second in the division, obviously, behind us. I think this is the first time we're playing them in the playoffs, if I remember. They're an 87 offense, 88 defense. We are 92 overall, 93 offense, 92 defense. Let's jump into this game, too, against the Dallas Cowboys. They have Jared Goff. It looks like Jared Goff is the starting quarterback for the Cowboys. There's no way Jared Goff is still, like, good. I mean, I guess he's good in real life, but, like, we're, like, 5 years in the future. He should be, like, what, 33? Should be maybe mid-low 70s, but I don't know. The Cowboys playbook is also pretty good. And it's Brandon Aubrey's revenge game. SHEDEUR Sanders facing against Jared Goff and the Dallas Cowboys here in the divisional. Let's go. Go fast here towards the end of the game. All right, we start off with a touchdown. 14-0 lead for us. 21-0 lead after halftime. 24-0. We are shutting out the Cowboys. 24-0 shutout of our division rival Dallas Cowboys, and we're going to the NFC Championship for the second time in this rebuild. Huge win against a divisional opponent. I don't know who we're going to be facing in the NFC Championship. If I had to guess, it's probably the Vikings. So that should be a fun matchup. SHEDEUR Sanders. Really good. Jared Goff threw 11 passes. What the hell? But SHEDEUR Sanders, 4 incompletions, 2 touchdowns. Great game from him. Breece Hall, 5 yards per carry. Pretty good 6 yards per carry for SHEDEUR Sanders. A rushing touchdown from Malik Neighbors. Jonathan Thomas, the rookie, 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. No sacks allowed. Only 2 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 intercept. I don't know what they're doing on offense, really. I mean, hey, I'll take a 24-0 shutout of the Cowboys. That's awesome. And we're going to the NFC Championship. And we're going against none other than the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings here in the NFC Championship. Upgrade for Jonathan Thomas here. 86 overall, 89 offense, 84 defense. Let's go ahead and beat down these Minnesota Vikings. And here we are going against McDougal. I believe he has won an MVP, so it's 2 very good quarterbacks going ahead. Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league, going against Malik Neighbors, who I believe is probably number 1. He's a 99 overall. So we'll see how the Vikings will handle that. Last time these two teams met in the playoffs, the Giants upset the Vikings. And the Giants have yet to... I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're going to get the Vikings here in the championship. Come on, baby. Let's win this game. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. So far, scoreless first quarter. The Minnesota Vikings strike first. We get a field goal. Third quarter, we get another field goal. Come on, we need a touchdown here. Vikings score, and we lose. Can't make it past the NFC Championship. We fall to the Vikings 14-6. Disappointing end to the rebuild here. I mean, that really sucks, dude. We built such a good team. No quarterback threw a passing touchdown. Nobody threw a pick. SHEDEUR couldn't run the ball at all. Malik Neighbors only 63 yards. Allowed 2 sacks. Defensively, 2.5 sacks. Brian Burns, 1.5. Junior Colson, 1 for Dexter Lawrence. And we don't make it to the Super Bowl at all in this group. We made the NFC Championship twice. We made the playoffs 4 out of 5 years. I guess this is, we rebuilt them successfully. Now they're a continual playoff contender. We rebuilt them from one of the worst teams to one of the better teams in the league. I guess, in my book, that's rebuilding them. But rebuilding them is winning the Super Bowl in less than 5 years. But we don't. But we built a pretty damn good team led by SHEDEUR Sanders and 99 overall X Factor Malik Neighbors. Couldn't get it done, but it's the most fun I've had in a rebuild in a while. So let me know what team you guys want me to rebuild next here in Madden 25. Obviously, we did the number 1 overall pick 1, Giants. If you guys want me to do like any Cowboys suck or whatever, something, I don't know. I don't know. But or something. Let me know what team you guys want me to rebuild next in the comment section below. I will be uploading a bit more on this channel, hopefully. So if you guys could go ahead and like the video, leave a comment, share this video with your friends, and let me down again in the comment section what team we should rebuild next. This was the New York Giants 5-year SHEDEUR Sanders rebuild, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.